Good day, learners! Welcome again to Grade 5 Mathematics class. For our topic, Circumference of a Circle. Quarter 3, Module 16. For learning competency, finds the circumference of a circle. Now, let's have a short review of your lesson yesterday that are related to our lesson for today. Are you ready? I will give you enough time to answer each question. Read each item carefully and circle the letter of the correct answer. For number 1, what do you call the distance around of a circle? Is it A, radius, B, diameter, C, circumference, or D, ratio? For number 2, it is a line that passes through the center of a circle. Is it A, radius? Is it B, diameter? Is it C, circumference, or D, ratio? For number 3, which of the following represents a circumference? Is it A, B, C, or D? For number 4, 1/2 of a diameter is blank. A, pi, B, ratio, C, circumference, or D, radius. For number 5, what is the value of pi? A, 3 1400ths. Is it B, 31 4/10ths? C, 314, or D, 314 thousandths? Did you get all the correct answers? Very good! Now, let's start our lesson for today in solving a word problem. Let's read and analyze the story problem. What is asked? The number of meters Mr. Jose planted with tomatoes. What are given? 4 meters. How will you solve the problem? Solve the problem by multiplication. What is the formula in finding the circumference of a circle? Circumference equals pi times diameter, or circumference equals 2 pi times radius. How did we get the constant value of pi? Through this formula, pi equals circumference divided by diameter. Remember, children, that division is the inverse of multiplication or vice versa. Again, to find the circumference of a circle, we can use this formula. Circumference equals pi times diameter if diameter is given. Circumference equals 2 pi times radius if radius is given. Now, let's find the circumference. Multiply the diameter by 3 1400ths. In our problem opener, a while ago, Mr. Jose has a circular vegetable garden which has a diameter of 4 meters. Since diameter is given, we will use this formula. Circumference equals pi times diameter. So, the diameter is 4 meters. So, 3 1400ths times 4 meters, the product is 12 56 meters planted with tomatoes. What if radius is given? Use this formula. Circumference equals 2 pi times radius. Remember, children, that radius is a half of a diameter. Since we have 4 meters as diameter, half of it is 2 meters. So, the given radius is 2 meters. Now, let's solve. Circumference equals 2 pi times radius. 2 times 3 1400ths times 2. Let's multiply first the digits in the parentheses. 2 times 3 1400ths is equal to 6 2800ths. Then multiply by 2. 6 and 28 hundredths times 2. The product is 12 and 56 meters. Did you follow, children? Very good! Let's have another example. Find the circumference of each circle below. What do you think is given? Excellent! A diameter of 3 centimeters. Let's find the radius. Since diameter is given, always remember that radius is a half of a diameter. Radius equals 1/2 times diameter. 1/2 times 3 centimeters. Take note, children, that a whole number in a fraction has a constant denominator which is 1. 1/2 times 3 over 1. 1 times 3 equals 3. 1 times 2 equals 2. So we got a result of 3 over 2. 3 divided by 2 is equal to 1 and 5/10 meter. Diameter is given, so just follow it. Diameter is 3 centimeters. Now, let's find the circumference. Circumference equals pi times diameter. 3 and 14 hundredths times 3 centimeters. The product is 9 and 42 centimeters. Do you want more? Here is another example. What is given? Very good. It is radius. Radius is 10 inches. Let's find the diameter. Diameter equals 2 times radius. 2 times 10 inches is equals to 20 inches. To find the circumference, let's use this formula. Circumference equals 2 pi times radius. Circumference equals 2 times 3 and 14 hundredths times 10 inches. Again, children, let's multiply first the digits in the parentheses. So 2 times 3 and 14 hundredths is equal to 6 and 28 hundredths. Then multiply by 10. 6 and 28 hundredths times 10 inches is equals to 62 and 8/10 inches. I hope you have learned from our lesson for today. Are you ready for some activities? You may use your Math5 Q3 Module 16 to answering some activities. For Activity 1, let's practice. For Activity 2, keep practicing. For Activity 3, test yourself. You may pause this video for you to have an ample time answering the activities. After you're all done answering the activities, you may use the key to correction to check your work. To find it at the end at this video. Now, let's see if you still remember what we have learned today. I will give you enough time to complete the statement. Blank is the distance around the circle. The formula for finding the circumference is blank if the diameter is given or blank if the radius is given. I hope you're all done. Get ready to check your work. Circumference is the distance around a circle. The formula for finding the circumference is circumference equals pi times diameter if diameter is given. Circumference equals 2 pi times radius if radius is given. Based on the eye-opener, Mr. Jose planted vegetables on his circular garden. If you have an open space in your backyard, would you do the same? Why or why not? Do you think planting vegetables can help you to survive, especially now that we are in pandemic era? How? You may write your answers in your notebook. You may pause this video if you still need time to answer this activity. For post-test, read each item carefully and circle the letter of the correct answer. Again, you may pause this video if you still need time to answer this activity. These slides are key to correction, which you can use to check your activities. Thank you for watching today's lesson. I hope you learned something for today. See you next time. Goodbye!